and he got up and started talking to her. Let me tell y'all something. I did cry. I cried on the Stairmaster.
Thank you very much for watching. Today I'll be reacting to project stories I found on the internet. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and leave your thoughts in the comments.
Okay, so I blocked my gym crush on TikTok, and I think I blocked him on Instagram, so I could get some advice from my gym girlies, cause I don't have an appetite, and that's not good, especially with me working out. So my gym crush happened to be somebody that I had a crush on in high school, and like for a couple years now, we've just always somehow managed to see each other in like a random ass place every now and then, and like he always notices me before I notice him, so he'll come up to me and be like, hey, da, da, and we chatted up and it'd be a real good time. So I started working out. I go to this gym. I go to Crunch. So I go to Crunch. I'm in there my first day. I just do the Stairmaster and the treadmill, and then I left. A couple hours later, I check my Snap, and I see that I have a message from the guy, and he was like, "Oh, you go to Crunch, da da da," and I was like, "Oh, I didn't I was like, oh, I didn't know you go to Crunch. Like that's crazy. I didn't even see you in there with the woo, So we were chatting it up. So the next time I see him, like obviously my feelings have never changed for this man, like ever. Like anytime I see him anywhere, it's just gonna be the same. Like I'm gonna feel the same way. So I go to the gym the next day. I'm looking forward to seeing him because he's very attractive, like very attractive. And so I go in there, I see him, and I immediately I'm really shy and nervous around him. And later on I'll get to that part. So this goes on for I'm going to the gym. The first week it's all like that, hee hee ha ha. Last week it was hee hee ha ha, and it was, oh, come over Wednesday. So I go to his house. We hang out. We have casual conversation, catching up. He's saying certain things here and there where I'm like, okay. It's kind of tugging on the heartstring a little bit. And but other than that, like it was a good time. And I'm not saying tugging on a heartstring in a bad way, like in a good way. And I was just like, oh. And so after that, I'm thinking we're gonna hang out tomorrow. He did say those plans were not set in stone. He was like, I will let you know. And I said, okay, cool. So boom, I'm going to the gym. I'm trying to muster up the courage to talk to him in the gym because I don't know. I just be so nervous. And I told him that. And so I ended up texting him maybe Saturday or Sunday or Friday. I don't remember. And I was like, hey, hold on. I was like, hey, I know why I'm so nervous around you. And he was like, why? And I was like, you know, you give off a very strong masculine vibe, and that brings out the inner feminism in me, or femininity. Like he makes me feel very feminine and want to be girly, and I feel so safe around him, and he's so soft spoken with me, and just like the way he was thinking, like everything. So I told him all of that, and I was like, yeah, like you make me literally want to melt into your arms. I'm being very, very, very fucking vulnerable. Okay.
Okay, that's too much. Too much. Honestly, you just have a crush on this guy. You don't really know him as a person. From all you've said, it seems like all the interaction you've had with him is very casual. And I don't know why you felt comfortable telling him something like that. I feel like what you said probably made him feel uncomfortable because you guys are just acquaintance. You're not friends, you're not in a relationship. I think like that's just way too much to say to somebody that you don't know very well and you're not in a relationship with. Like if you say that to your boyfriend or to somebody that you've been in a relationship with for maybe a few years, I think that would be more of a compliment, right? But for somebody that is very, very much of an acquaintance, I don't know. I don't know. It's a little bit much though. I don't know that. I know if I was in that situation, I would feel a little bit uncomfortable.
Okay, I've never in my life maybe sent anything like that to a man. So he texts back, I don't remember, but he was just like, oh, like you should always surround yourself with people that make you be in your purest form. Like I'm happy that you feel that way, and some other shit. And so I after that I was like, okay, period. And I texted him, I was like, hey, the next day I texted him, I was like, hey, would love to see you soon. Let me know when you're free. Radio silence. So that bothered me like a lot. And I ended up calling two homeboys, and because I had to get it from a guy's point of view. Both homeboys, one homeboy told me just chill, relax, enjoy it. And I was like, okay, I can do that. But the other homeboy really put shit into perspective. He was like, everybody has that person in their phone that no matter where they at, what they doing, whoopty whoop, they're gonna text back. And when he said that, I almost started crying because I was like, I'm not his person.
Based on all things you've said so far, every interaction you've had with this guy is very casual. Why do you expect him to prioritize you when you are not even friends with him? At this point, you guys are just acquaintance, just somebody that you have small talks with. I don't see why he should put you at the top of the list of the people that he prioritizes communicating with, though, because you're not his girlfriend. Based on what you've said, I don't even think you guys will qualify as being friends, right? You're just acquaintances at this point. In my opinion, he just sounds like someone that is nice and very friendly, and your first message made him feel uncomfortable and he didn't know how to reply after that.
He may be my person. Like, if he was to text me, I don't care where I'm at, I don't care what time it is, bro, I'm texting back. I'm not his person, and that made me so sad. So I ended up crying my eyes out the entire night. And I think like a little bit towards the end of the night, I ended up just reading this book to help heal your inner child, and just heal so that you can have healthy relationships moving forward. And I drank me some tea, and I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to take it like that. Like, I'm literally, when I see him in the gym, I'm going to smile. I'm going to go up to him. I'm going to talk to him. I'm going to put myself out there. Like, I'm not going to, like, be shy anymore, because, like, I've already been in his house. Like, we've talked a couple times. Like I just don't understand. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's make a move. So I woke up this morning. I am ecstatic. Like, I'm happy. I feel great. I'm looking at myself in a mirror and I'm like, oh my gosh, girl, you're so fucking gorgeous. Like, you're so cute. You're so adorable. And, I'm getting ready. Whoop-de-whoop. I eat my breakfast and I get in my car and I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait to see him in the gym. So I pull up to the gym. I walk in the gym. I don't see him. But I'm like, hey, I ain't looking for him. He'll pop up. And so I go and I start working on my core, and I'm laughing, I'm having a good time, and I'm listening to great music. And then I catch it, like, I am looking for him, but I also see him out the corner of my eye. So I'm like, okay, he's over there. Okay, perfect. So I was going to make it my mission to, like, when he saw me, like, because he always say, what's up? I was going to make it my mission to be like, hey, like, how you doing? How's your workout going? Like, I was going to engage in conversation. This man walked past me and, like, low-key gave me a me mug. I don't know. I don't have my glasses, so I really can't see for real. So it looked like he was giving me a me mug. So I was like, oh shit, what the fuck did I do? And so this is after sending that whole vulnerable ass text message. Okay. So, wait, let me rewind. Whoop whoop. So then, I think the day before that, I had posted like a video of me in my bra and underwear just showing the progress of my body on Snapchat. And he slid up talking about some whoop-de-whoop, 360, yada, yada. And I'm like, okay. I was like, okay, yeah, for a full body massage, yeah, I'm definitely down. You know what I'm saying? Like, period, yeah. And he was like, oh. He was like, yeah, like, we can make that happen or something like that. And I was like, when? And he was like, well, we'll see. So then I try to post a fucking story to my a video to my story. I was trying to post a fucking video. And I fucking sent it to him. So then I had to delete it. He's talking about some, oh, was that the video of the 360? Why the fuck would I let you see the 360 in a video when you could just invite me over and see it in fucking person? But that's neither here nor there. So after that, I kind of was in my head like, oh, you can respond when it comes to something sexual, but you can't respond with me just wanting to spend genuine time with your dumb ass.
I think you're kind of projecting how you feel onto him, because you've had this crush on him for so many years. You take every interaction more seriously than it should be. It might just be a friendly guy that just sees you and he's like, oh, that's just a cool girl I know from school or wherever. and he just wants to walk up to you and have a conversation and, like, keep it pushing. He might not really be interested in, taking things seriously, but then you now send him a whole text message of how he makes you feel feminine. I don't know. That's a little bit uncomfortable, and that's probably why he's giving you the cold treatment. He might not want to be in a relationship with you, he might just want to be cool with you, but the vibe you are giving is, I want to be in a relationship with you. That's just kind of uncomfortable, if that's not what he wants. But I can kind of see how some of the things he's doing is leading you on, like him asking you for a 360 picture. Like, if you know somebody already has a crush on you and you're not interested in them in that way, maybe you shouldn't ask them questions like that, or ask them to go for a full body massage with you. I feel like that's kind of leading her on, though.
So noted that this is let's fast forward back to today. So I'm in the gym. I'm doing my workout with you. I'm watching him in the mirror because why the fuck not? And I'm continuing my workout. So after that, I go to I'm like, okay, like I want to hit the hip abductor because like I just love working out my glutes. Like I like it. So I walk my happy go lucky ass over to the motherfucking goddamn hip abductor. And why was he sitting on the other side? Like I knew he was already over there, but I didn't know there was another girl over there, like on the other machine. And he got up and started talking to her. Let me tell y'all something. I did cry. I cried on the Stairmaster and I cried on the motherfucking fucking goddamn treadmill. And I cried in the bathroom. And I almost had a panic attack. And y'all probably like, girl, what the fuck? All because he was talking to a girl? Calm the fuck down. It's not because he was talking to a girl. It was the fact that in that moment, I realized that he did not see me as a person. He did not value me as a person. He just saw me as someone who could boost his ego when he needed it, and hopefully a quick fuck in his book. How the fuck you're gonna ask me to be the mother to your cats? Even if you were joking, why the fuck would you joke about something like that? And why would you say, oh my god, we would have such cute babies. We would have such cute babies. Then you talk about some, oh, we gonna have a little sushi day. I'm gonna cook you some steak. Why do men put themselves in situations that they don't have to fucking be in? You never had to say that shit. You didn't have to say none of that shit. And I still would have ate up whatever it was. You didn't have to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't have to lie. Like, what the actual fuck, y'all? So I need to know what do y'all do about y'all gym crushes? Like, how the fuck do y'all get through y'all workouts? Cause I'm gonna need some fucking help.
Girl, I think he was leading you on. He probably was enjoying the attention, though. Because, like, why would you tell somebody that you know have a crush on you that you're gonna be the mother to my cat? I don't even know if that's the thing. Well, telling her that is definitely leading her on. Especially since she has expressed to you that you make her feel feminine. Like, I just feel like that's that's definitely leading you on. I think he enjoyed the attention, but he didn't want anything serious. Because at first I thought he was just somebody that was very friendly and he just liked to talk to people, because there are people that genuinely enjoy talking to people and just interacting with people and getting to know people. And that was the vibe I got until she started saying that, oh, he was telling her that she's going to be the mother to his cat. Yeah, in my opinion, don't go back to that gym. Find another gym. Because the faster you avoid seeing this guy, that feeling will just die. You will not feel that anymore. And you can move on with your life. I feel like if you keep entertaining this guy, he will keep breadcrumbing you. He'll just give you a little bit of attention because he knows that that will mean so much to you. And then he'll just vanish or do something like, talk to another girl when he knows to make you jealous. To me, though, him talking to another girl is not that big of a problem, honestly. She might be his friend, might just be somebody that is helping out with her workout or whatever. I mean, in my opinion, it's not that big of a deal. It's just because you've had a crush on him for so long that's why it's like you take everything so seriously. Like, if it's gonna work out, it's gonna work out. Don't stress yourself over it. I'm gonna read some of the top comments. This person says, I'm not his person. Girl, you don't know that man. Exactly. You do not know this man. Every interaction you've had with him was very casual. You might not even know his middle name. So why would you be his person if you are not in a relationship with him or if you are not his close friend? This person says you came on way too strong, friend. Exactly. I just feel like the whole you make me feel feminine thing will make me feel very, very uncomfortable if I was in this situation because I just met you. Why are you telling me that I make you feel feminine? Like, what was the point of that? I mean, obviously, it's not wrong to feel that way, but I think it's just too early for you to tell him. Like, maybe if you guys are in a relationship already and you tell him that, I know that will probably make him feel good, but for somebody that you only spent 1 day with, yeah, no, that's too much. This person says someone ignoring you is never a sign to go harder. Exactly. And if you keep going harder, you're just encouraging that behavior. If he ignores you, he has clearly communicated that this is not what I want. So just respect him and give him that space. This person says, wanna melt into your arm is crazy work. You gotta keep those thoughts in your head until you get that man, boo. Exactly. Like, it's just way too early. I don't think anything you said is particularly wrong. I just feel like the timing was just off. It's just way too early to be telling a man that he makes you feel feminine. I want to melt into your arm. But I think you're probably gonna be one of those hopeless romantics, though. He might be missing out on something, or maybe you might be crazy, though. All right. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comments.